Welcome to episode 2. Let's play guitar. Today we're going to talk about the pentatonic scale, pentatonic minor and pentatonic major. And spoilers for the end, they're actually the same scale. The pentatonic minor scale is usually the first scale most guitar players learn along with diatonic major. If you're a beginner, these scales will last you throughout your musical career. If you're a more intermediate or even advanced player, I plan to not just talk about the first pentatonic box most guitar players learn, but also the other 4 boxes, the other 4 shapes that connect to the first box. Often these other boxes are left out of guitar players' repertoires. And at the end of the video, I would also like to go over how pentatonic minor and pentatonic major are in fact the same scale. It took me far too long in my own playing to realize this. Hopefully this knowledge and information will benefit you as well. Let's begin with box 1 in the key of A. Starting on the low E string, the 5th fret, 8th fret, 5th fret on the A string, 7th fret, 5th fret on the D string, 7th fret, 5th fret on the G string, 7th, 5th on B, 8, 5th on the high E, 8th fret on the high E. There we have the notes A, C, D, E, G, back to A, C, D, E, G, and back to A. The 8th fret there caps off the box and goes back to a C. So you'll play that millions of times throughout your career. Again, just to clarify, a box for beginners is this group of 4 frets, or any other group of 4 frets, that contains the entire shape of the scale, or when looking at it on paper, it kind of makes an odd shape. Guitar players learn to memorize these different shapes depending on where they are on the fretboard. And over time, you can connect one shape to another. And now on screen, I'll go ahead and pull up a chart of A minor pentatonic, the first box here that we've just gone over, as well as the other boxes connected across the fretboard. Over time, you can begin to memorize and master each of these different shapes, and eventually learning them all and having a certain level of mastery over the fretboard. Coming back here to the guitar, I'd also like to point out that once you learn the pentatonic scale in one key, you've actually learned it across any key. Even if you just learn the first shape here in A, 5th fret on our low E string, if we start that shape on any other fret, for instance B, now we can play that same shape and we're playing in the key of B, pentatonic minor. We can do that same process for C, D, E, F, F sharp, G, doesn't matter. Once you learn one box in one key, you've learned that box in every key. The pentatonic scale is used almost universally throughout all different styles of music. Not just in rock and roll, where it's used commonly for blistering guitar solos and leads, but also in things such as traditional Chinese music, where the guzheng or Chinese zither is an instrument that's tuned specifically to minor pentatonic. So far we've talked about A minor pentatonic. A, C, D, E, G. These 5 notes comprise our pentatonic minor scale. However, if we want to play pentatonic major, for instance, we can actually use the same scale, the same shape, the same boxes. We just need to shift our root note, our starting note, up 3 frets to the C. Depending on the music that we're playing over top of, the underlying rhythm, if we have a song in A minor and we target the A notes, this scale is A minor pentatonic. But if we play it over a C major, and we focus on the C notes, it colors our ear differently. The tonality allows us to play the exact same shape, the same notes, the same scale, but we hear it, it sounds much happier than when we're targeting the A notes over a minor chord. C, A, major, minor. If you're a beginner, that can seem like quite a bit to have to take in and memorize, but just stick with your first pentatonic box that we went over for now. Remember, the notes are the most important thing here, probably. A, C, D, E, G. That makes up your pentatonic scale. When you've got that first box memorized and your fingers have exercised to the point where you're feeling pretty good, you can start to memorize the other boxes. Coming down here to the box below it, G, A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G, and A. It's the same notes, just found in different locations across the fretboard. Over time, you'll be able to memorize each of the different boxes, put them together, and slowly but surely master the pentatonic scale. So I think that's going to do it for today. We'll be back again soon, hopefully, with episode 3. I believe the next thing I'm going to try and cover is the diatonic major scale, but don't hold me to it. I hope that some of this helped you. I hope that, you know, even if you're a higher level player, that you were able to get something out of this. And if you're a beginner or newer player and you have any questions, you know, be sure to let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as I can. But feel free to pause the video and copy that chart down, you know, whatever helps you to memorize the fretboard. And stay tuned. Hopefully I'll get some more videos covering newer topics out soon. Thanks a lot.